If you are preparing for a traditional entry-level IT job, the path you are aiming for is automating quickly. The standard work assigned to tech freshers, manual software testing, writing basic code, and handling routine documentation, is exactly the type of work that modern AI tools do best. This visualization illustrates the shift. Left, AI handles 40% of routine tasks, shrinking junior roles by 25%. Right, automation drives a specialized hiring spike. India projects 1 million AI roles by 2026, with a 30% talent gap. This shortage affects compensation. Traditional freshers start at 8 lakh, but generative AI engineers enter at 12 lakh, a 60% premium. Hiring for these roles focuses on your ability to orchestrate models and manage the stack, rather than holding a PhD in computer science. The automation of routine tasks marks the highest-paying entry point in current tech, provided your preparation moves from theoretical study into deploying functional systems. For decades, companies used paper degrees and grade point averages to filter through massive stacks of resumes. Today, application volumes are so high that those traditional screening methods have broken down. According to industry hiring reports, 73% of employers now bypass CGPA entirely. They are screening specifically for demonstrated technical ability and tangible proof of work. At the same time, remote-first hiring has removed geography as a barrier. A candidate in a smaller city now competes on equal footing with candidates in major tech hubs, and the salary gap between metros and smaller cities has narrowed to just 5 to 10%. Relying solely on paper coursework leaves you vulnerable to the exact filters companies are abandoning. A functioning, built portfolio is the most reliable currency you have in this hiring landscape. To build that portfolio, you can safely ignore vague job titles and general AI buzzwords. Hiring managers are looking for candidates who can execute a very specific, repeatable technology stack. This checklist shows exactly where to start. Your foundational layer is Python, understanding large language models and working with model APIs. Next, you need to learn Retrieval Augmented Generation, commonly called RAG. This is the mechanism that allows an AI model to securely read and answer questions from a company's private internal data. From there, you move into agent orchestration, using frameworks like LangGraph. This teaches you how to string multiple AI actions together into autonomous workflows that can solve complex, multi-step problems. Finally, you must learn how to rigorously evaluate the accuracy of the system's output, and then deploy that finished system live onto AWS cloud infrastructure. Modern software engineering has evolved. You are rarely coding every single component from scratch. You are designing workflows, reviewing the output of these tools, and refining the final product. When hiring managers look for proof of work, they are specifically looking for 2 to 3 real, documented projects hosted publicly on GitHub. This architecture diagram shows a common trap: building a fragile notebook demo on the left that only runs on a personal computer. The pivot is pushing that code to the right, deploying your system live on AWS so anyone can interact with it. Executing a live deployment is also direct technical interview practice. To keep a cloud application running efficiently, you will have to make and later defend specific architectural and cost decisions. Handing an interviewer a live link to an AWS-hosted system proves you understand the full engineering lifecycle. It answers technical questions before the interviewer even has to ask them. Our 26-weekend framework builds a fully deployed portfolio. Stages 1 and 2 master LLM foundations and AI-assisted coding. Stages 3 and 4 advance into retrieval systems and agent workflows. Finally, stages 5 and 6 culminate in a live AWS deployment and defended capstone. The core methodology across all 6 stages is strict. You learn to build the underlying systems by hand first, so you understand the mechanics. Only then do you use AI to accelerate your workflow. By committing 8 hours a week to structured, owned-first practice, you spend 6 months developing the specific portfolio evidence and technical judgment that managers screen for. Picture sitting down for your next technical interview. Instead of handing over a transcript of your grades, you provide access to a fully deployed, retrieval-driven application that you built and configured yourself. Right now, because the demand for these specific skills wildly outpaces the available supply, entry-level candidates with functioning portfolios are commanding premium salaries across the industry. However, This extreme talent deficit is temporary. As the broader market realizes where the jobs are and begins to skill up, this window of opportunity will inevitably begin to close. Starting these builds 6 months before the wider market gives you a lead in both technical depth and project history, a head start that is difficult to close once more candidates enter the field. Secure your early advantage. Enroll in the next cohort of the Kayaka AI Generative AI Bootcamp and position yourself on the building side of the AI shift.